Well, my son recently moved house, and when he went in the shed, this was in there. And he said, "Oh, Dad, can you do something with that? Hopefully something with dragons in it." So I said, "Yeah, of course I can. I'll give it a go." So I've cast myself some dragons using my lovely mix of resin-crete and epoxy resin, and that has cast these lovely and hard. And all I need to do now is put this together, and I'm going to put this together using super glue. But before I do that, what I want to do is just wrap these ends up where I'm going to glue it, because they are going to give me a much better fix if they're a little bit rougher. You don't need much, just need a little bit of sandpaper, and that will rough those up lovely. So that's them all roughed up. And then what I'm going to do is a little trick that someone showed me a long time ago, but I can't remember who it was, so I apologise, of being able to glue these together. And that is, I'm going to take some of this cotton wool, and this is just normal cotton wool, fluff it up a little bit like this, and then put in there, and then add my super glue to this. You need to work fairly quick with this because it does work really quickly. Okay, then I'm going to take a bit like that. I only need a little bit. Take a bit of my super glue cotton wool like that, and then put on there. You can trim all this up afterwards, it's not a problem. And I'm going to get a bit more super glue on there, and then that bit goes onto there like so. Push them together quite tight, and then I'm going to use some super glue activator to cure that. And that is lovely and hard now, and I'll carry on and I'll build them all in exactly the same way. Those pieces are all glued together now, and they're not going anywhere. These wings really should have gone round the other way, but I actually prefer them that way round. I don't know why, I just did. And there's the smaller one. So the smaller one's going to go on there like that, and then this one is going to go inside on top of this skull. Now, I'm not going to paint these any colour, but I am going to paint the dragons. But before I do that, I've already made quite a few gems to put in here, because obviously dragons like gems, don't they? What I'm going to do is fill this with some cotton wool. That saves me all that space. And now I'm going to just do my super glue trick on that cotton wool all the way around the edges, and that'll go brick hard. That's gone nice and hard now, and all I need to do is fill this up with some gems, put some gems around the edge, look like they're spilling over, and then I can then prop that on the top of that. Well, I've got all my gems now set on the top there, and I will probably put some gems around the bottom as well before I put it in the actual terrarium. I've also got my dragons now, and the next thing to do is paint them. I'm just going to use some normal acrylic paints and then probably glitter them up, not glitter them up, but sparkle them up a little bit using iridescent paints. He is going to go in there, in and around some planting, and he is going to go on there, looking like he's about to fly away once they're painted. Dragons are all lovely and strong now, and they're not going to go anywhere, all those bits. That cotton wool trick really does work amazingly. I've also filled the skull with the gems, and I probably will put some more around the edges. I did change the wings over, so they are the right way round, because I just thought I ought to do that, really. Before I paint this, what I'm going to do is coat it in some plastic primer first, because that will give me a much better and easier base to go on. These are completely dry now, and they're ready to paint, and putting that plastic primer on there really makes a massive difference, I find, to everything. I love it, and I use it on glass, I use it on all sorts of things. What I'm going to do is do this in reds, yellows, and some highlights in black as well. And the reds and the yellows will just go an orangey colour. Apparently that's what colour the dragon from Lord of the Rings is. So what I'm going to do first is just give it a full coat all the way over everywhere, apart from underneath in red. See how lovely this is painting? Honestly, it makes such a difference. And then the underneath bit I'm going to do in yellow to brighten that up. They're dryish now, and what I'm going to do is paint the bottoms in a yellow. I've covered some of that in red already, and I'm going to let that come up the sides a little bit as well. And these are just my base coats, so I will be doing other bits to it as well. Let that dry. And while that underside is drying, what I'm going to do is put some low lights in. All I've done is mix some black, some red, and a little bit of water and yellow together, and I'm going to go around roughly. I don't want it perfect, because nothing's ever going to look perfect on a dragon, is it? Well, I don't think so. And then just put it where like the creases are, some on the wings, and anywhere I think it should be dark, really. Well, they're dry now, and I've put some lowlights and some highlights on there. And what I'm going to use now is a colour wash just to go over it, the whole thing like this. And I'm using an orange colour wash. I'm going over everywhere with this. And all that is the acrylic paints I've used with a lot of water in it, not to make the colour wash, really. And that just softens it all off and gets rid of some of that brightness that's there that doesn't need to be there. But then once it's dry, it still leaves the tones. And then we'll just let them dry naturally. And then I can put the final dry brushing on it and do the little eyes and everything else. Well, they're dry now, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over with a dry brush and put some highlights on with yellow. I'm going to put quite a few on them, because I'm then going to go over with a dry brush and put some dark on as well. Because by the look of it, he does have some black bits in him from the photographs I've seen. I have no clue what colour his eyes are, so I think I'm going to do them orange or yellow with a black pupil. I've finished painting them now, so what I'm going to do is varnish them, and I'm going to use a gloss varnish for this. I don't normally use a gloss varnish, but I really do want these to be quite shiny. I don't know why. And all that means is just going over it with one coat of this all the way over everywhere. And that'll bring all those highlights out and lowlights. I'm ready now to start to put this together. It won't take long to put together. I've got some very well draining soil here, because that's all these succulents need. I'm going to put quite a nice bit in there, because I want to be able to put plenty of plants in. And that should hold quite a bit of water now in there. And I've got a variety of plants I'm going to put in there. All these are things that we've grown from cuttings at home. I love that one. We've been growing those now this year. All we do is pull a leaf off and then it grows. We've got loads of them. We did give a load away for Mental Health Wellness Week to the university, so that they could give them to students that are just starting out and get to look after them. Gives them something to look after. These things really do help. And as these grow, they'll sprout new plants. They'll put good roots down. As long as they keep it slightly damp. I'll probably water it when I go round. I like that one too. I do like the whitey, not the silvery kind of ones. Any leaves that fall off like that, it's not fallen off at all, is it? Where I've knocked off a leaf. Then all I do is put them to one side and I'll plant that up. And that will make another plant. Right, so I think that's looking quite nice there now. So now it's time to place the dragon in. And he's on that skull, and there's loads of gems that are looking like they're falling out. And now what I'm going to put round is some of this slate. That's going to keep that soil nice and moist. Could do with a long pair of tweezers, really. But I don't suppose I'm making them for these. Although I do seem to be putting quite a lot of effort into them. Well, there we go. It's all finished now. I've turned some lights off in here because I don't want it to be too reflecting in here. I really like it. I like the way the dragon is in there and then its little baby on the top. I think the actual scenery works really well. I've also put some gems in around on the slate as well, as you can see. It looks so nice in person. I'm not sure how well it's coming out on the camera. I hope you've enjoyed this project. You could make any themed terrarium like this. They're so easy to make. And as you've seen, I've made them out of lots of different things that I've found kicking around. Check out the video that I've got coming up next on another terrarium that I made as well. I love that one. And that was a housewarming for them. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. And make sure you leave me a comment as well. I love comments. Links to everything that I've used are in the description below. Take care. Enjoy your crafting. Bye.